Hello and welcome back to Slow English, the channel where you learn English through simple, real stories. Today's story is called A New Member. This is an A2 level story. The words are simple, the sentences are short, and I will speak slowly and clearly. The story is about a young man called Jake. Today is Jake's first day at a new gym. He has never been to a gym before. He does not know what to do. He does not know how to use the machines. And he is very, very nervous. Let's find out what happens. Are you ready? Let's begin. It was a Monday morning in January. Jake stood outside the gym and looked at the sign above the door. It said, Fit Life Gym, open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. He had signed up online 3 days ago. He had paid for a full year. He had bought new trainers, new jogger pants, and a new water bottle. He was ready, but his feet would not move. Through the glass door, he could see people inside. Men lifting heavy weights, women running on treadmills, a group doing exercises on the gym floor. Everyone looked strong. Everyone looked like they knew exactly what they were doing. Jake looked down at his new trainers. "Come on," he said to himself. "You paid for this." He pushed open the door and walked inside. The gym smelled of rubber mats and fresh air. Music was playing, something loud and energetic. Jake looked around. It was bigger than he expected. There were rows of treadmills, rowing machines, and exercise bikes near the windows. Further back were the weight machines and free weights. To the left was a studio with a glass wall, where a fitness class was already in progress. A young woman at the reception desk looked up and smiled. Receptionist: "Good morning. Are you a member?" Jake: "Yes, I joined online. My name is Jake Harris." Receptionist: "Welcome to Fit Life, Jake. Is this your first visit?" Jake: "Yes, it is." Receptionist: "Perfect. Let me get you sorted." The receptionist, her name badge said Priya, scanned Jake's membership card and handed him a small towel. Priya: "So Jake, since it's your first time, would you like a quick induction? One of our personal trainers can show you around and explain how to use the equipment." Jake: "Yes, please. That would be really helpful." Priya: "Great. I'll ask Marcus to come over. He's one of our trainers. He's very friendly. Don't worry." A few minutes later, a tall man with short, dark hair and a Fit Life t-shirt walked over. He had a big, easy smile. Marcus: "Hey, you must be Jake. I'm Marcus. Welcome to the gym." Jake: "Hi, Marcus. Thanks." Marcus: "So, have you done much exercise before? Any sports, running, anything like that?" Jake: "A little. I used to play football at school, but that was a few years ago. I haven't really done anything since." Marcus: "That's totally fine. Most people start exactly where you are. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve?" Jake thought for a moment. Jake: "I want to get fitter and maybe lose a bit of weight. I don't want to become a bodybuilder or anything. I just want to feel healthier." Marcus: "Perfect. That's a great goal. Let me show you around." Marcus walked Jake around the gym, explaining everything clearly. Marcus: "Okay, this is the cardio area. These are treadmills. You press this button to start, this one to increase the speed, and this one to stop. Always hold the side rails when you first get on. And don't forget to clip this safety cord to your clothes. If you fall, it stops the machine automatically." Jake looked at the treadmill. It seemed straightforward. Marcus: "Next to those are the rowing machines. These are great for your whole body, arms, legs, back, everything. The key is to keep your back straight and push with your legs first, then pull with your arms. They moved to the weight machines. Marcus: these are the resistance machines. They're much safer than free weights for beginners because they control the movement for you. Always start with a lighter weight than you think you need. It's better to do 10 repetitions with good form than 5 with bad form. Jake: what about those? He pointed to the free weights, rows of dumbbells on a rack. Marcus: we'll leave those for now. Once you've built up some confidence on the machines, we'll introduce the free weights, one step at a time. Jake: that makes sense. Marcus: and over there is the stretching area. Foam rollers, mats, resistance bands. Always stretch after your workout. It helps your muscles recover and stops you feeling sore the next day. Jake: I'll remember that. Marcus set Jake up with a simple beginner's workout. Marcus: for today, I want you to do 15 minutes on the treadmill, just walking briskly, nothing too fast. Then 3 machines, the leg press, the chest press, and the lat pull down. 3 sets of 10 repetitions on each. Then finish with 5 minutes of stretching. Jake: okay, I can do that. Marcus: don't rush. Take breaks between sets and drink your water. Jake nodded. Marcus gave him a thumbs up and walked back to the reception area. Jake stood in front of the treadmill. He stepped on carefully. He pressed the start button. The belt began moving slowly. He started walking. It was fine. Better than fine, actually. The music was good. The gym was warm. After a few minutes, he increased the speed slightly. He was walking fast now, almost jogging. He looked at the timer. 8 minutes. He felt good. When the 15 minutes finished, he stepped off carefully and walked to the leg press machine. He looked at the weight settings. Marcus had said to start light. He set it to the lightest option. He sat down, placed his feet on the platform, and pushed. It was easy, maybe too easy. He increased the weight slightly and tried again. Better. He did 3 sets of 10. Then he moved to the chest press, then the lat pull down. By the time he finished all 3 machines, he was breathing harder and his arms felt slightly tired. But in a good way. In a way that felt like something had happened. Jake sat on a mat in the stretching area and did the stretches Marcus had shown him. He stretched his legs, his back, his arms. He held each stretch for 30 seconds, breathing slowly. When he finished, he sat for a moment and looked around the gym. The same people were still there, lifting, running, cycling. But now they looked different to Jake. They didn't look intimidating. They looked like people who had simply started before him. That was all. He picked up his water bottle and took a long drink. Marcus walked over. Marcus: how was it? Jake: good. Really good, actually. My arms are a bit tired. Marcus: that's normal. You'll feel it more tomorrow. That's called DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. It sounds scary, but it just means your muscles are adapting. It's a good sign. Jake: how long does it last? Marcus: a day or 2. Hot shower, plenty of water, and come back on Wednesday. The second session is always easier. Jake: Wednesday. Okay. He paused. Thank you, Marcus. Really. I was quite nervous before I came in. Marcus: everyone is. Honestly, every single person you see in this gym was nervous on their first day. It doesn't show after a while. Jake smiled. I'll see you Wednesday then. Marcus: see you Wednesday, Jake. Good work today. Jake pushed open the glass door and stepped back outside. The January air was cold and sharp after the warmth of the gym. He took a deep breath. He looked down at his trainers, the new ones he had bought 3 days ago. They had a tiny scuff on the right toe now. a small mark from the treadmill. He liked that. He put in his earphones, pulled up his hood, and started walking home. His arms were tired, his legs felt warm, and somewhere in his chest, something felt different. Lighter, maybe, or perhaps just more awake than it had been in a long time. He took out his phone and opened his calendar. He typed Wednesday, gym, 9 a.m. Then he smiled and kept walking. And that is the end of today's story. A new member. I hope you enjoyed it. Gym vocabulary is very useful in everyday life. Words like treadmill, repetitions, warm-up, stretching, and personal trainer are all common in English conversation. And remember, like Jake, everyone starts somewhere. The hardest part is walking through the door for the first time. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and click the notification bell. A new story every week. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.